Hey guys, Klutch here, once again playing some more American Truck Simulator. Today we're doing a mod truck review and build of the International 9400i. Eagle 9400i? Something along those lines. It's international. You remember the 9300 we did before? This is the kind of the newer version, I guess, of that truck. Anyways, so this mod here, if you install it into your mod folder, you're going to find it at the Kenworth dealership, and I'll of course make sure that I include the download link in the description below. So if you're interested in this one, you can download it yourself, and then just head over to the Kenworth dealership and you can build this truck yourself. So, without any further ado, let's go build this thing up. Pitter patter.
Klutch Simulations.
So for today, we're going to be building this truck up, and we'll be looking at all the various options we have available to it. If you're interested in a test drive of this truck, click the card up on the top right. Tomorrow we'll be coming out with a video with the test drive itself. So today's the build, tomorrow's the test drive. Hope that makes sense there. As for this truck, so this here, like I said, is the International 9400i, the Eagle 9400i. This is a great looking truck, actually, a great looking mod. You'll remember back, I'm going to scoot back here a couple. This here is the 9300 Eagle. We did a review of this truck the other day. This is actually a really cool truck to drive. I really enjoyed this one. It was a lot of fun to build and drive this truck, but we're going to move up to the 9400 now. Oh yeah, I'm loving the checker plate or the rivets all everywhere across the side panel. Looks great just in this mod, or this mode, photo mode right here. Once we get her built, I'm sure it'll look about 10 times better. So, without further ado, let's get to work on this thing. Let's take a look, see what we got. So first things first, obviously your cab configuration. You've got two. You've got the normal low rise, I believe it is, and then the high rise. Nothing too crazy here, nothing more than what you expect, obviously. But there's no differences in cab. It's always the same sleeper cab. There's no day cab or anything like that. You've got one cab and that's it. That's all. So we're going to go with a low rise for my personal build. I just like the low rise look a little bit better on this particular truck. Chassis, you have no options on that. It's just a 6x4. That is it. That is all. I don't think there was any other options actually on this truck from the brief amount of research I looked into this one. I don't know if there's anything else that you could possibly get this configuration in. There might have been, but it seems like this was pretty much the standard one. Engines, you guys will obviously have your own mod engines. I'm going to stay with the Cummins, the 435. It sounds pretty good actually too, so we'll leave that one alone. Same with the transmission, we'll stay with the 13 speed. That's perfectly fine. Now the interior is only got the one interior. It's a really nice looking interior, mind you. I really do like the look of this one. The full wood, the color is okay. A lot of detail actually in the back here as well. But I do wish that there was a second interior choice, maybe like a dark color. But other than that, that's my only complaint on that. The actual colors on this do work fine for me. I don't find them to be ugly in any sense of the word, and all the switches look good. There's lots of detail in all the gauges. You seem to be able to read all the gauges perfectly fine, which is great. I do like that, and yeah, there's detail in everywhere you look inside the cab, so pretty cool there. We'll leave it as is, obviously, because we can't change it, but that's what we got. As for paints, I don't have any special paints on this one, so we're just going to go straight on jet black, and that looks really good, actually, with all the rivets you can see throughout, I find. It looks pretty cool along the side of this truck. Yeah, I like that. Liking that a lot. Alright, so now the one we're going to be most interested in, obviously, is the accessories. Yes, I know, the accessories, of course, right? Alright, so let's start by looking up at the front, like we always do. Our bumper here. Now, one thing I do wish that this mod had was a bit better description on the bumper, maybe some photos. It's so tough to tell when you just kind of read what it is. But, I mean, you can go scan through them quickly, but I do love when mod developers put in a little picture of what each thing is. I know it's kind of tough on some of them, but it does make life a little bit easier, I think, when you're building these trucks. So your first one, you got a nice big bull bar, and of course you've got a bunch of different lights you can put up here, and depending on what kind of packs you can have all sorts of things up there, obviously. So you can add some other lights up in the front. I'm not a fan of the bull bar on this particular truck. I think I'm going to go with something a bit different. And what else do we have here? The same thing. We'll go to that in a sec. So your chrome bumper is the stock option. Once again, you can add lights up front. Painted bumper, that looks okay. You have another chrome bumper as well, and then I believe another painted bumper. I think we're going to go with the old painted bumper here, and we're not going to add, actually, you know what, we could probably add a couple marker lights just for fun. So we'll go with some yellow marker lights. Sure, why not? That'll work. If you want, you can add, like I said, a bunch more up on the sides here. That will work as well. We're going to stay there. Now the next one up, you've got the frame of the grill. So you could go with a chrome or black. And since we're kind of going with a black theme there, we're going to stay with the old blackout frame. Up on top, you have the bird. Yeah, we're definitely putting the bird up there, that's for sure. I love it. That's great. And you know me, guys, with the mirrors, I don't like the mirrors up at the front here on most trucks, so we're going to X-nay those mirrors for sure. If you want, you can put a bug bar or a bug bar. You know what I'm talking about here. A bug deflector. I don't want a bug deflector up here. The swatter. I like the name of that one though, the swatter. That's cool. But I'm not a fan of bug deflectors on my hoods, so that is getting turfed as well. Wheels, nothing special here. This is what you would expect, so I'll let you guys choose if you want to change your wheels up. You want to, definitely can. Same with your rims. Depending on what other mods you've got running, you can change your rims to whatever you like. We're going to leave it stock. Up on top, mirrors, chrome, which is kind of the traditional one, or we're going to go painted because that looks pretty cool on this truck for what we got going on, at least. What do we have in the middle here? Oh, that's just your window decalings if you like. And up on top, this one here, oops, I missed the one I was looking for. This one here, if you want to put some kind of a window covering up on top there, you can do that as well. Once again, not really my style, so I'm going to leave it blank. Yeah, I know, I'm more traditionalist, what can I say? Alright, so we've looked at kind of everything that's up on the front here. The only thing we're missing, let's go up on the roof. Now you got a couple different options for beacons. They both look actually pretty good. We're going to go with the ones on the side. I do like this one up here as well, if you like them a little bit higher, and they're both good looking, but I'm going to leave the ones farther on the side just because we do have that low sleeper look going on right now. And now if I can click onto the back, this one here. Some of these ones can be a little bit tough to find when you circle around. Like you said, I got to find it when I'm facing forward. But what this one does is it just changes where the pipes are. So you can see you put it behind, or this one here goes up in front. Now, like, that's a no question. This is a no-brainer for me. I'm definitely putting them up in front for sure. That looks awesome. All right, so underneath, I can't remember what this one is anymore. Oh, that's right. So this one here does some spoilers, racks down the side. Yeah, like that. We're gonna go all the way back, give it a little bit more, so you can either have the tanks visible, or you can have some kind of a spoiler, or I don't even know what you would call it. There's a fender that kind of goes all the way back down the side, and I like that all the way down. That looks good. In the back, you've got some mud flaps. Let's see here. Now, these ones here, you have a couple different options. Obviously, you can go to a chrome kind of look, but I like the plastic that covers the whole tire on this truck. Especially when you have the long fender, you go to those ones that cover the wheels. That looks pretty cool. And there was one other one. Let's see if we can see it. Yeah, just your mud flaps. That's right. So whatever you might have for different stock mud flaps, they can be put on there. And obviously these ones here are all the ones that came with it. Yeah, some interesting ones. We're going to leave that, which ones should we go? Standard? Perfect. We'll just leave it on standard. That is perfectly fine. I think I hit everything. Sometimes it's tough. Oh, I know which one I'm missing here. This one right here. And that's one thing we do want. We'll add a chain rack in the back here. That looks pretty cool. I love that thing. That looks awesome back there. So we've got our stacks up in the front. Look at these little lights that come on the back here too for backing up. That is pretty cool. So like I said, tires you can change to whatever you want, but yeah, that does it for that. So we've done the exterior. Exterior is looking pretty good as far as I'm concerned. Let's jump into the cab. All right, so inside the cab, guys, starting off the steering wheel, right? Once again, you can change it to whatever you want. If you have a specific steering wheel that you like to drive with, well, you can change it up, of course. I'm going to leave this with the stock because the stock actually looks pretty good, and well, whatever. I like stock for a lot of the stuff I do. There's not a whole ton of else you can really do in here. I'll just turn around. Yeah, like there is nothing back here you can change. There is, however, you can put a CB in here, so let's do that. We'll put the CB radio in. You can add some widgets or accessories right up on top here if that's your jam as well, obviously. I'm going to leave it blank, not for me right now. The one thing I do like is this little dash area here. This will add a little computer display in here, and we'll fire it up and take a look before we go. But that's kind of nice. You also get a couple points here if you want to add anything to your dash. We'll leave them blank for the time being. And you get a couple over here that it seems to default to one of the packs I have. It won't let me access all of them, but it gives you a couple different options if you'd like. And as well, obviously, you can add a couple different items here, but once again, it's not hitting all the items that I would normally have access to for some reason, but that's okay. The only one we're missing is my GPS, and there she is. We'll put our portable navigation GPS unit right on the corner here, but the rest of these are all just mirrors and such, so nothing else is really available to click on inside the cab, but it still looks pretty good. Yeah, it still looks pretty good. I like the aftermarket stereo, the Pioneer, that looks cool. So yeah, guys, that there is our build. That is our truck. I don't know, guys, I like it. She is a good looking truck. So let's go take her outside, fire her up to see what she sounds like. All right, so I will see you guys outside.
All right, guys, so I just want to start off by thanking Mr. Chris Keller for sending me the link to download this mod, and I believe he is the one who's responsible for this most recent update for this truck. Quite a bit of fun to build this truck up. Tomorrow we will take it for a quick spin, but that will be it for today. So really happy with this thing. Let's just kind of take it for a quick spin around the parking lot here so we can listen to this motor fire up here. She looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with this, the way this truck has turned out. Yeah, there we go. So we'll take that brake off there, and we can look at those beacons we got up on top. Yeah, this truck is, it's pretty much right up my alley. It's kind of the type of truck I personally like to drive. I don't know how you guys feel about that. Let me know what you guys, if this is your style or if you're more into the newer style or trucks, but this is kind of right where I like to be, this kind of build. Anyways, that's going to do it for me here today, guys. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you hit that like button. And of course, if you're not a subscriber, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, guys. Stay tuned. Tomorrow we will be going out on the highway with this one. We'll take it for a quick cruise, so make sure you tune in for that. And that'll be it for me today, guys. Once again, I'm Klutch. Over and out.